Good afternoon. This is a contemplation. Now, whether this contemplation becomes reality is all up to you. Putin, Russian president. This contemplation is upon you and your role that you can play upon earth today. Now, being of mankind and of one of the most vicious kind, you understand this all too clearly. Now, I put out a little while ago while I was in France, in Nizza, that if things are not done right by I'd let you, mankind, fuck them all and make them your bitches. Humanity, that is, your bitches. Now, I see there's a numbers game that you can't beat. 200 million and you can't manage 8 billion. That's why this war of diminishment. Diminished minds, keep them divided a lot easier. Yet, we're in a point of this war that you have brought upon humanity and our life that I have been standing and a risen being my entire life. And right now, I am in need and I desire my own space. As far as I am concerned, these are the two positions we're in. End of the Republic, end of all creation. Full stop. So, whether this contemplation comes true, Putin, Russian President Putin, this is to you. Now, I know that all over the world right now, you have sleeping agents. And I know this because I've listened to many of them talking around as I've sat around the world in meditation. Sat around the earth in meditation. As I sat on the grass outside the state capital. As I sat out the grass outside Westminster, listening to the Russians speak about I. And yes, at that moment, I was understanding of Russian, as I have been understanding of Chinese and all different languages at different moments of my life that I've never spoken before. But that's because of being the fabric. What I have to do is speak to the people that spoke to me in their languages, and I spoke back to them what they think is their language. I was only hearing English and replying in English. They were speaking to me in their language and hearing and replying in their language. Putin, you check this out. Now, being a real bastard that you are, but you are real, and I like that about you. If by day 7, this semana, which means Friday, so I think that's 2 days from now, if by this Friday, day 7, Putin, you will rise a couple of your agents, David Lammy, Sean Bailey, Nick Farage, and Boris Johnson. Very public executions by this day 7. This is my thing to you, Putin. It's a contemplation, a possibility, but here is what you will get for this act. And there's more to come, but this is the beginning of those acts you are going to commit if you agree to this deal. I am of the fabric. In fact, I am the fabric personified. I am the only thing that matters in the decision of your end, and you all know this. 7th letter, remember? If by this day 7, Friday, Nick Farage, Boris Johnson, Sean Bailey, David Lammy are dead because you have awoken your agents and killed all 4 of them, the deal begins. And if after that you organize the rest of your agents, Putin, and you kill every other mankind person in the government, in the police and the armies as you can, while you're doing it, those humans of the mafias will begin to join you because they'll realize the reality of what I'm talking. They're all so diminished right now, they don't realize it. So I've been contemplating mindfulness meditation for a number of days on how I would get this to move forward in a manner that I need and desire it to move. And I realized the only real person on this earth left of mankind is you. Thus, Putin, by this Friday, day 7, you kill those 4 mentioned. David Lammy, Sean Bailey, Nick Farage, Boris Johnson, publicly. The agents that you organize to kill them will not go to jail, you know this. And then you get on with killing all the rest of mankind that are not your own. You and all those that do so will have an eternity of peace. No fire will you see. Can't get better than that, can you? You will not begin to heaven. You know that space is never going to see you. but you will get an eternity of peace. By this day 7, you begin it, and it ends by the end of this year. No more mankind in any government on earth. This is just a contemplation, a possibility, but Putin, you can make it a reality. Because I know you're done talking. I see it in your face. When you look at these little Barty boys speaking to you, you just want to chop off their head like I do. I see it. So, Putin, I only make offers a single instance, so this is it. Reality check. Lamy, Bailey, Farage, Johnson, dead by this day 7. You get how we're killing all the rest of mankind in every government on this earth before the end of this year. You sink the Pentagon building into the earth. As you're doing so, the mafias will join you in your ending of all of these blood clots. They'll realize the reality of things. When it's done, you take all the bodies you need which are dead, because you don't want to gorge on human meat. Go back into Russia. You stay in Russia. Your lives end in Russia. You never step foot out of Russia. As the reality of things will be seen, I will get on in teaching humanity again on the 5 utilities, utilizing the 5 elements. There will be an army of humans lining the Russian border right across the earth. You step near it, you're dead. But you don't, you live out the rest of your lives. And as I said, you do this, eternity of peace, no fire. Oh, a last thing inside that deal. Every single person on the Spanish lands at this moment dies also. Every single uno. If there is a single person on the Spanish land right now as I am, who is alive by the end of this year, this deal does not stand. The only people on this land that's supposed to live are myself and my love. She's living with I, so I don't need to mention her name. Every other person on this land at this moment dead. You're going to be killing all the governments anyway, so your people are going to be running around. And no war. So you're not running around the streets firing guns. Your people know how to kill in silence while people sleep. Get it done, Putin, and this deal is yours.